Can we talk about the narcissistic personality disorder and how there's a huge epidemic that is increasing this day and age? Right now, there is 1 in 25 people that are narcissists, 1 out of 25. And that is a lot. That is alarming. Like if you think of the 8 billion people on this planet or 8.5 billion people, 1 out of every 25. Now, if you're like me, you didn't know what the narcissism or a narcissist is until this grown age or a couple years ago. Okay. But now that you know what it is and you are able to identify it, it explains so much, and it just gives you so much clarity of who these people are and how these people act and how to identify them. These people, they are never accountable for their actions. They don't own up to nothing. The only things they own up to is the things that show them in a positive light, deem them in a positive light. That's it. Everything else that portrays them in a negative light, even if it's the truth, doesn't exist, didn't happen, not true, not facts, not their truth. Okay. They only want people to see them in a positive light. They are so worried about the public self-image and that they don't care what is the truth. They will deny the truth. They will falsify things. They will just blatantly lie. They will try to make you look crazy, try to make you look but really the whole time they're the psychopaths. They're the one with the personality disorder. Okay. So they will flip stories. They will switch it. They will just twist words, tell lies, do slander, spread stories, just do all these things to obviously make you look bad and keep them in their positive light. And then a lot of times they try to beat you to the punch because they feel like, okay, if I make this person look this way prior to them, busting me out, which is them, if they tell all this stuff about you before you tell the truth, then they already will try to sway the judgments and opinions of everybody else. So that's what the narcissist does. They flip stories, they lie, they slander. They don't care about the truth. They only care about their truth, the truth where it makes them look like such a good person in the public eye. And everything else, they just deny it and just say it never happens. Like I said, try to make you look crazy, try to make it look like things never happened. And so the narcissist accepts no accountability. They never own up to their actions. They never are accountable. I don't know if I said this earlier, but they only take ownership. They only take ownership for things that make them look good in the public eye. They never take ownership of the negative things that happen, the negative parts of their personality, just so many different things. They never accept any of the negativity. It doesn't matter if it's true. The narcissist never accepts accountability. They won't accept the bad qualities about them. They won't accept the personality flaws, the personality disorder. They won't accept anything bad, anything that makes them look bad. Where if you say, oh, you never apologize, or you just sweep stuff under the rug. We never, things like that. It's literally, it's so cringe. It makes you. Doesn't make you feel like you're going crazy, but it makes you it's so irritating, dealing with these people and encountering these people, because you cannot have logical conversations with these people. You can't. They don't accept any accountability. When you talk to a narcissist, it's like you're throwing yourself up against a brick wall, like you're trying to make valid points, but they live in such a delusional world. That's another thing about the narcissist. The narcissist, they live in a delusional world where they're in charge. They're this perfect person. They do things that make them appear nice in the public eye, but really they're real evil and dark inside, and they are pathological liars, mass manipulators. Like they are like professional. Their profession, instead of like whatever jobs they have or careers they have, they it should have been a manipulator, because they are mass manipulators. They are pathological liars. They live in this delusional land where they're not truly themselves. They have this mask on, and that is the delusion. As long as everybody else believes the delusion, believes the false reality that they created, then everything is good. And they mask themselves and hide behind this false reality that they created, which is the whole delusion. And they fool the masses because no one knows that they got this mask on. No one knows. And a lot of people don't know about narcissism. A lot of people don't know about narcissistic personality disorder. A lot of people just don't get it. And so, making valid points to narcissists is like, or trying to have conversations or trying to get them to own up to not everything. They just flip the script. They play the victim role, and to where now they're the victim and everybody's like feeling bad and sorry for them. And so the conversation of any ownership and any valid points never happens. It never happens. It's like throwing yourself up against a brick wall. Like you're just hurting yourself by trying to make valid points, by trying to even tell the truth of the reality, the real reality. Because they won't accept anything, any real reality outside of the reality, their truth that they created. They will not accept it. Cognitive dissonance, even if it's facts, truth, things that actually happen, reality, they won't accept it. It doesn't register in their mind. That's why it says cognitive dissonance. It has to do with the brain. It doesn't register in their mind. Like, nope, that never happened. Nope. It's crazy. It's literally like they're psychopaths. Like it's called a personality disorder. It's like a psychotic disorder. It really, truly, I understand that a lot of people's bipolar and schizophrenic and different little, different things, but narcissistic personality disorder is like psychopaths. Like this should be really studied more. There should be some medication for this. It's crazy because the narcissist, they won't tell you they're a narcissist. Obviously, who would, right? Some of them don't know that they're narcissists, but a lot of them do. A lot of them know that they live in these false realities, like with the mask on, with the false reality that they created. And so the real reality, it doesn't register to the narcissist. It doesn't matter. The real stories and the people that know the real stories, none of that matters. Like I said, it does not register in the brain. It's a literally psychopathic disorder. Like things don't register. They want to make themselves look like this different special person in the public eye, where everyone say, oh, they're so nice, they're so great, oh, they donate, oh, they help people, they do this, but then they're real wicked and dark inside, and no one sees the real them. No one sees the things that they are hiding. They care about the public image so much they can't have anything mess up that image that they portrayed for themselves. That false reality that they created for themselves. They can't, it doesn't matter if it's truth, doesn't matter if it's like anything negative about them, no accountability. They won't accept it. It's a false reality. But then here's the kicker. When you're truly woke and you're really close to the Lord and you have great discernment, you see through the narcissist. You see through the games that they play. You see through the mass manipulation. You see through the false reality. You see the fake mask that they wear. The ones that are truly close to them know who they truly are and know truly what they're capable of, not the people who, who appear close but not really close, right? Like the co-workers, or the a lot of the other family members, or a lot of the friends or best friends, because a lot of people don't even know what narcissism is. Like, oh my gosh, psychopaths, can we say that? Literally psychopaths. 1 in 25 people are narcissists. It's a huge epidemic. It's growing. The narcissist is self-centered and so focused on themselves and how they look in the public eye. But they do things, evil people do good gestures a lot of times, because they want this self-image to appear to be just perfect, well-rounded, the perfect parent, the perfect worker, the perfect child, the perfect everything in every situation, like, better than everyone. But when they encounter someone who's truly better than them, then that's when the secret competition comes in, when they encounter someone where they feel like is better than them. But that's a whole nother story. Back to the point of, they want their self to look a certain way to the public eye, but they're really egocentrical. They have a huge ego and they're real self-centered, but they will try to make their self in the public eye feel like they make it seem like they are selfless, make it seem like they do all these good deeds and help all these people and all this stuff. In many scenarios, they'll play the victim role to get people to feel bad for them. Like I said, they're mass manipulators. They know what mask to put on, when to put it on, what feeling to invoke from you, how to pull on emotional strings. They know, they study you to know what mask to put on while they're around you. They study other people to know what mask to put on while they're in certain environments. They're like a chameleon. They change with the different environments. If that's the lizard that changes with the background. And they're like that. They change who they are, and everything has to look good to the public eye. None of the darkness that's hidden behind can be shown. It has to be, it's hidden. All the bad things that they did, all the negative qualities about them, all the this is like just no accountability, no ownership, no truth in them. And the Bible say the truth shall make you free. They have no truth in them. Then they try to act like they listen to the Bible, but they can't even be honest with themselves. So that's just another mask that they put on. And so it's a huge problem. I really think it should be diagnosed. I really think there should be like medication for it to help these people, like they live in these false sense of realities. These people, the narcissists, are people who they can operate regularly in public. They can get jobs. They just act because it's a game to them. They act like they're just this perfect, outstanding, wonderful citizen. Like they can operate in the public. They're psychopaths at the same time, mass manipulators, pathological liars, all these things. And like, that's what I was saying. They hate that you can see through them. You can see through all the stuff that they try to hide. You know the true them. You know the real reality instead of the false realities they create. You know the things that really happen instead of the lies that they go and tell what happened. You know the truth. There's no my truth, his side, her side. There's a quote where it says there's always 3 sides to a story. Their side, your side, and then the truth. I don't really agree with that. The truth is the truth. And then you have all these people who are liars, manipulators, pathological liars. Their side would just be straight false. Then your side will be the truth. So there's not no 3 sides to the story. It's the truth, and then there's the lie. That's it, period, point blank. And so they hate that you could see through them. They hate that you could see all the things that they try to hide. And they don't understand why it doesn't work on you. why the mass manipulation doesn't work on you. Why don't you believe the lies? Why? How do you know that they're a pathological lie? How do you know that they're being trying to manipulate people? How do you know that they live in a false reality? How dare you? How dare you state the facts? How dare you tell the truth? How dare you tell the real reality that goes completely against their false reality? How dare you? How dare you hold up that mirror to them where they can see the real them? They don't want you to tell the truth about anything. Any of the situations, they don't want you to tell the truth about them. They don't want you to hold up that mirror where they are revealed the real them, because they cannot handle the real them. All those things that they did, all that evil, all that wickedness, all those like setups and plots, and they probably still plotting and scheming. They don't want you to mess up their public image and their false reality that they created for themselves. They oh no, they much rather just make you look like the bad guy all the time. They're the victim. You're the villain in their story. And they're the victim. You're the crazy one when they're the one with the narcissistic personality disorder, which is like psychopathic. So they're the really crazy ones, but they much rather try to destroy your image, even, even like, even through court. There's a lot of people who are narcissists, possibly in your family, and your friends, your exes. Some of y'all might be dating a narcissist. Who knows? So it's a lot of things that they will try to make you the bad guy, the villain, while they're the victim. They're the ones that did everything right, and everything is your fault. Nothing is their fault. They always point. Never any ownership of the things that happen. Now, like I said, the only ownership will be of the things that portray them, make themselves look good in a positive light. They'll own up to like donating or helping out and things like that. But they won't own up to anything to destroy that false reality. It's cognitive dissonance. It doesn't register in their brains, and the narcissists are increasing. People are so selfish. People don't have empathy these days. People are that they just care about like self gain. The narcissist is an opportunist, and they will seek new opportunities. They will be around you to see how much they can use you. And when you don't play that role anymore, then they'll just dispose of you, or they can use you as far as you'll let them. But once you start catching on to it, bye-bye. They want to try to destroy your character, your image to everyone else, turn everybody against you, and have so many people on their side because they seek validation from other people. When they paint this false reality for themselves, they have a lot of people who believe the false reality who validate them. They seek validation. They seek public approval. They seek, they want to be included. They want to be loved. These people, these narcissists, a lot of them dealt with childhood trauma as something in their life where that started them to become the narcissist. And so, yeah, these people are crazy. You're not the crazy one, even though they'll try to flip the script, change the stories, paint the false realities, lie, slander, make you look like the bad person, make you look like you're wrong, make you look like you did all the things. And because there's no accountability, no ownership, they live in a false reality. There's nothing wrong with you. Let me say that. Well, given everybody has their things that they need to work on, so we all know what things that we need to work on, but we're not narcissists. They're narcissists. So the things that they have to work on is far more grand than the things that you and I have to work on. So they have like literally to fix their whole mind. I don't I don't even know if it everything is possible. I was gonna say I don't even know if it's possible because it's a cognitive disorder. So basically, just they have to rewire their whole brain. Like it got to be some type of medication created so they can get back to reality. Because this is crazy. Like dealing with these people. Oh, it's so cringe. It's so irritating. But the best way to deal with them is just to not deal with them at all. That's it, because you're just causing, like you're just causing irritation to yourself. Like you can't have logical conversations with people who are illogical. That that's the thing. Like common sense is not common sense to everyone. So someone who's living in a false reality is not going to be able to accept anything. It doesn't register in their brain. And so even though it's like common sense, like this really happened, they'll like, nope, making me look bad. Nope, that didn't happen. Nope, like crazy psychopaths. So if any of the neuropsychologists, doctors, brain surgeons, anything watching this, think of something to fix it, because it's a huge epidemic, 1 in 25 people and counting.